current rosters combined. M80 is all about Rainbow Six. This is their flagship roster, and they need to start winning trophies. They can't afford to lose games to teams like Bleed.
Yeah, and we're going to send ourselves into Bank for the battlefield of choice between these hard breach charges, but Turd's gone all the way up into the top floor. They need to make a decision now. Are they going to hit the bomb site or try and deal with them? And it seems like the bomb site is going to be the next point of focus.
It is a 3v5 though. Even if Turdster stays in lobby for the rest of the round, it'll be a 3v4 on site. M80 have a lot of work to be done to make this possible to plant, and clearing that bulletproof camera, that'll be the first step. They've done so. That's very nice, and this is perfect. Turdster moves far too early. Diaz reads him.
Really nice stuff there. Now they are initiating in the executors. Iconic's going to try and get the plan down, but not before being stopped by one of the smoke babes of Mentalist. Now the time is really going to be delayed out, and they need to worry about Hoven, of course, the Warden. He can see through the smokes, and it's going to be lethal as they try and go in for the execute.
He is spotted by the Grimm's Bees. However, Iconic goes for another smoke, but hang on, he's taking the diffuser upstairs. M80 are deciding to change tack. The final dying moments of this round. Bleed will not go for a flank. Diaz finds his entry. Hoven's down. That's the Warden. Iconic needs to find somewhere safe to plant. He gets a kill. He must stick it now. Mentalist to clutch in the 1v2. Diaz needs to cover, but there is no such cover present.
To see if they could then land some of those X-Kairos or Selma or whatever they want to do. He's even going to use it to try and breach the wall going into the bomb site too. So what M80 want to do here is they want to take their time on the rappels and exterior to then pick apart the bomb site, create lines of sight, and make the actual bomb site itself really uncomfortable to play in. Not just that, but they even have the grenade pressure down from below with Iconic to claim the first kill inside of Janitor.
Pivotal position as well. This bomb site, Mandy, it relies on specific positions still being up and active. And if M80 can dislodge a couple of key players, the entire defense will crumble.
Here goes Reeps though on a swing out onto the double window on stock. He doesn't quite land the shots he needs, and Kino on the other side is going to claim his life, but not before Turd's able to claim one on his own. Gomez though is going to double down for a pick for M80, and it leaves Hoven all alone in the 1 versus 3, alone inside of Janitor, but he can claim the first.
Yeah, he's found 2 kills on the round. 2 more needed. Gomez falls on back into airlock, but he's spotted on the risky rotate. All up to Hoven versus Diaz. He couldn't clutch last round. Diaz, you will have to do better now. As he picks Gomez back up, quick thinking. Hoven looks for it, but Diaz says not twice. I'm still trying to figure out their exact plan, Mandy. They're kind of pressuring a lot of everywhere all at once, and now they know Hoven is up here in Janitor. They
really want to pinch him out. Spoit's going to come in with one of his teammates inside of Stock as well. I think that's Kino, or sorry, Gomez on the other side. Kino's dead. Diaz still holding onto the ground floor pressure as well. So if any of the roamers from the top floor do try and make this fall off, there is a way that he could try and inject himself inside of either the bomb side or looking his way inside of Tellers. But there's Hoven with a really nice C4 into Gomez to double down on the first pick. Now 3 versus 5 is a very good position for Bleed to be in, but we've seen M80 do some magic work even from this position.
It is true, but Mandy, keep in mind, there are 3 bulletproof cameras brought by Bleed. And in the late round, in a 3v5, I think their chances of making it work look grim. Iconic so close to dropping this hatch. Spoit jumps straight into the window, but the Fenrir gadget sends into the Shadow Realm. Oh no, Spoit, you gotta land this. Shotgun v shotgun, Samo, he makes it work. 1 bullet in the tank. Turd has the opportunity of a lifetime here to take down Spoit in one of the most embarrassing ways possible. He's so close. Come on, just jump on him. That's what Turd's waiting for. The patience. He doesn't want to step up because he knows how good Spoit is. Now there's another player at his window as well. Oh, 3 players on the balcony. He finds a double. Spoit trades it. But what a disaster for M80.
Oh, that is not good. That is certainly not good of a start for M80. Once again, in this basement attack, they have fallen at the first hurdle, and that's Turd in the early game. 2 rounds in a row, he's been able to cause havoc against this team, and it's all up to Gomez, Diaz, and Spoit to pick up the pieces.
Talk about how a tactical timeout needs to bring in the mental. Well, that is just about the worst thing that can happen for your team's mental. Getting taken down 2 players like that due to a missed drone. And that would have been a free kill had they known about it. Reeps takes down Spoit eventually, playing on this hatch. Quite an aggressive position for Reeps, but aggression is the name of the game for Bleed.
This team's relentless. That's their MO. That's their personality. It's the way that they play the game and approach it. And even though they are in the man advantage, Reaps is still sitting there and he's thinking, okay, this is a one-way angle for me. This is defender-sided. I'm going to shoot his feet before he sees me.
Bleed want to get in your head. They want to claw their way inside and remind you that they will always be there. There's nothing you can do about it. Gomez drops the hatch, but the Vulcan canister detonating on the back of that nade will lock him from peeking out.
This is a near impossible situation for M80. They're going to try and make their way down the main stairs, but really there's a crossfire that's being held by a player in garage and one inside the bomb site as well. Diaz feeling that pressure is going to try and isolate at least one of those engagements, but he'll be taken down. A three-way crossfire. In fact, Reeves trying to collect the second, but it's all up to Gomez, and he's going to be taken down by Hoven to claim the third floor. There's no way for you to fall off. You just have to play that until you die. But Turdy doesn't want to die until he gets a kill with him.
He's ready for it now. 45 seconds left remaining, and M80 have flipped. They're going for stock.
I think they kind of have to, right? They've done what they can to dislodge Turd, and they haven't been able to land the kill off the back of the Capital bolt, so instead they're going to put the pressure onto Reeps instead inside the stock hallway. But he gets the first onto Iconic. Here goes Gomez. On his attempt into Shadow, and he can claim the first, but not the second. Spoit, he's in the bomb site.
What? Spoit, what are you doing here? You're going to have to make your presence felt. There's the Yokai. Spotted, taken down. Gomez finds one. Hoven and Turd have to pick up the pieces. And Hoven does just that. Diaz has gone down. There is nothing that they can do. How does he keep fighting these? Hoven's found two. But that diffuser needs to be planted, and neither of these players have it. Kino picks it up. 5 seconds as he forces it down. Spoit to clutch. And M80 finally give them a bit of the taste of their medicine.
Oh no, don't do it, Gomez.
For them, but this is the thing.
Don't do it.
Turdstar, are you ready for this? Oh, the timing was just off. And I think you've got to credit Gomez there. He knew to jump straight over that railing as fast as possible to get out of dodge for a C4. Diaz punishes Turdstar. And for the first time, it feels M80 have a very solid advantage.
Great lateral pressure from Diaz, and Kino seeing that happen is actually going to double down on it and push his way on into Telus and have a think about what's going on the bomb site. The time has been ticking away, so there's only about 50 seconds left for M80 to go through this pre-execute planning phase. But oh, there goes Kino taking a hell of a lot of damage from Reeps over an elevator.
Ooh. Reeps is getting shot back at though. Diaz has a very nice narrow angle. Reeps does take a little bit of damage for it. And I think Diaz's job is simply to keep Reeps at bay. Gomez is dropped into the side premature as he loses his life, but M80 decide it's go time. They send it in. Iconic for a double ass feed to take down Spoit, but traded back immediately by Kino with the Monty. It's all up to Reeps. With Kino forcing down that diffuser, Iconic's had a massive round thus far, and he needs to cover, but he doesn't get it done. All up to Reeps now, but he's up against a Monty, and he has no utility to do anything about it. He needs to get behind the Monty and land some shots. Kino's low HP, but this is a dance with death that Reeps cannot afford. That time is ticking on down, and Kino is baiting him to the opposite side of the map. He's done it! How? Kino, you played everything right, but Reeps doesn't care. He is persistent, he is incessant, and Bleed will take the half, thanks to the Chinese superstar. In that late round.
They might have taken too long. Only now are they starting to pivot and then clear up Kino with only 50 seconds left to do it. Oh, Hoven. Where did he come from? Hello, backstabbed. Is Kino, and he's taken down. 45 seconds left to go. Man advantage, but Spoit's on the other side of this mirror with the Warden utility in his hands. He will be able to see through all the flashbangs and all the smokes that Turd's got.
But there is a safe spot to plant for Bleed where they will not be vulnerable to that mirror window. They will need a C4 to deny this. Mentalist halfway done. Where are the C4s? There's nothing! Iconic, far too little and far too late as Gomez finally gets the first kill of the round for M80, but they will need so much more than that. A miracle required as Gomez decides to go for a flank, but he's doing it into all these track stingers. He's caught in the web that Bleed have stitched up for him, and Bleed can simply hold in the post plan. Asfi finds one, Mentalist locks it in, Spoit the last one left, but there is nothing that can save him. Bleed have been indomitable, and Hoven is the final knife in their back.
Work some of those repels, even try and put more pressure on in the stock hallway with those X-Kairos. There's a lot that Bleed could do here, but with the time ticking away, there's not a lot of well, room for them to go and do it, and they're going to try and repel it instead.
Okay. Well, this is one way to get the job done. Hoven, one shot, a second shot. He is traded back, and that might make this a more winnable round for M80. They really should have won this round, and it looks like they will indeed. Gomez, a triple kill, staving off that attempted late round rush. It's all up to the young gunner, 19 years old. His birthday just the other day. Turdster, he talks a lot of smack. Let's see if he can back it up in the 1v3.
Very premature execute, in my opinion, from Bleed. I really felt like they had the opportunity to do a lot more with the bomb site before they actually hit it, especially with how much utility they had. It just didn't feel like it was totally used. Turd in the 1 versus 3. You can probably get one, maybe, perhaps. Oh, or maybe you can't. Iconic's just going to run for it. Fair enough. Keep your KD.
There you go. That's the rounds.
Let's turn up, boys. Come on.
So the map, good. Not just that, but this second floor or the ground floor is very much opened up to the defense as well. Lots of lines aside that's going to make lobby control really tough to get. Reeves, though, bottom square control seems to have been opened up to him. But Kino's there on the other side, SMG-11 in hand. But he's going to be taken out by Reeves over on that window, and it's going to put Bleed in the man advantage.
Another critical death for Kino, but you know what's more important, Mandy? The smokes are gone.
Again.
With no impact, barely any delayed time. Bleed will be laughing at that massive advantage they have just garnered for themselves. Now, Spoit might have an opportunity here to redeem themselves. A minute 37 on the clock. The plant is going down. Where is the plant denial? Iconic, he's got no bloody clue. 3v5 now as M80 must retake. Spoit still on his roam upstairs. If only he was on site to support his teammates. Now, Bleed, all they need to do is hold on, and Mentalist does just that. And as Spoit falls, it seems like M80's chances are looking grim. He does not want to overpeak. He has a spray. He lands the shot. The kill he will not know about as of yet, but it does put a thorn in the side for Bleed.
They've messed up. Iconic. Able to shut that one down. It's Reeps to go down at the expense of what was an attempted rush, but Mentalist is going to get down in through the bottom of Electrical, but so does Turd, and so does Asfi. Asfi actually pops off with a kill, but not before being traded back, so man advantage still in the favor of M80 coming into this mid-round.
But M80 still their nerve, which is critical here, because if they had over-aggressed, if all of these roamers had quickly tried to get back to site, for example, Spoit, if he tried to make his way back, then Turd definitely would have caught him out and opened up the round once again for Bleed. M80 have the numbers advantage, but there's good information here for Bleed to make something work.
But Spoit and Iconic, they're in such great spots here. Even if they try and make something work from the bottom square, they have to worry about Spoit with his flank coming in through top square with the rotation hole he's made. And Iconic so far has just done such a good job at keeping the site at bay and making sure it's safe. But here goes Turd on his play in through bottom square, the position that we were just talking about, the space that's been given to them. But it could be a false sense of security. Spoit's still there on the top floor.
Turd heard those Army Keeper barriers be deployed, but I don't think he knew where they were. Now he's looking to make something work in through archives. He's actually right close to the site. He can peek on inside. Will he be able to find something? Meanwhile, Mentalist has made his way into kitchen as well. Hoven has gone down, but I think Turds has got a great position. He is traded on back. Mentalist to trade again. 1v3, and Gomez is there with the reply. Drone looks. He's going to use his last gas babe with 50 seconds left to try and burn another little bit of time. And Hoven's just going to go straight for it. We've seen this work in his favor before, and it looks like lightning will indeed strike twice. It is the same story once again for Bleed.
Wall open as well, and even though there's BP facing them, actually this time they've got a whole lot less time to do it. Even though the smokes have gone down, they need to make this translation work, probably through a flood. There's not a whole lot of time that they have to waste. That being said, Iconic has wasted his C4, so if they do want to go for a plant, they might be able to.
The numbers advantage once again regained. Bleed sharpen their shivs as they go for the plant. On the 3-on-3, Aspi needs to win this fight because elsewhere Turdster is all alone. The diffuser is down on the ground. Spoit and Diaz have made this work. Spoit has been beautiful, but it's all up to Diaz. Can the young gunner win in the 1v1? A final twist of the knife as North America bleed until nothing remains. One of the biggest upsets we've seen at the tournament.